A majority of US adults currently lack the financial capacity to handle a mere $1,000 in unexpected expenses. The concern is especially acute among Gen Zers and millennials, highlighting the urgent need for effective financial planning and the importance of building a robust rainy day fund. In today's video, we'll talk about what is a rainy day fund, why you absolutely need it, and how it is different from an emergency fund. We are also going to talk about an easy 4-step method to build and maintain your rainy day fund. And if you stay till the end, I'll give you a quick and easy formula to determine when it is permissible to dip into your rainy day fund and when it is not. Amit, I think I understand what a rainy day fund is. It's a fund set aside for emergencies, right? Well, you're only partly right. See, it depends on how you define an emergency. As you can see, emergencies can be of different types. In the world of personal finance, a major emergency would be if you lose your primary source of income. If that happens, a rainy day fund would not help. Well, at least that's not the intended purpose. So then where would it help? Imagine you wake up to the sound of raindrops on your window and then you realize your car won't start or your pet suddenly falls sick and needs immediate medical attention. These are the kind of unexpected expenses that the rainy day fund is there to save you from. This fund is specifically designed for situations that you can't necessarily predict but assume could happen. Although you can't predict exactly when you are going to need money from your rainy day savings, it's fairly certain that you are going to need those at some point. For example, your car is not going to last forever, even if you do routine maintenance. It's a fact that some part of your mechanical vehicle is going to need a repair at some point. So the repair itself is not unexpected, but the timing of it is. According to Federal Reserve, 28% of Americans would struggle to pay their regular monthly bills if they are faced with an additional unexpected expense of just $400. Now, $400 may not seem like a massive amount, but the unexpected nature of this expense may throw your budget off balance. If you haven't planned for it, you may not have the funds readily available. This may force you to turn into credit card debt, which can then again lead to more financial stress. But I thought I had to maintain an emergency fund for that. Great question. An emergency fund is typically a more robust safety net. It typically covers 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. It's there to protect you from job loss, major medical emergencies, or other major life crises. On the other hand, the rainy day fund is like a friendly sidekick, smaller but no less important. It usually covers smaller, unexpected expenses that pop up in your everyday life. Having both funds is essential to keep your finances safe and sound. There is no limit to what you can save in your emergency fund, but having enough to replace your 3 to 6 months of expenses is a good starting point. Emergency funds are for significant, essential expenses, making them larger than rainy day funds. See, the main difference lies in the scale of the situations that they're designed to handle. So while rainy day funds come to your rescue during those minor storms, emergency funds take charge during full-blown hurricanes. But Amit, do I really need both emergency fund and a rainy day fund? Oh, trust me, you need both. See, emergency fund is like life insurance. Hopefully, you'll not need it anytime soon. But it's the smaller, unexpected expenses that typically tend to throw your financial life out of gear. Having a rainy day fund is a smart way to manage your day-to-day finances and work towards your long-term goal without getting derailed by minor thunderstorms. Now here comes the fun part, building your own rainy day fund. I have made a simple 4-step checklist that will make it very easy for you to remember and follow. And the bonus tip at the end would make it a breeze for you to find money for your rainy day fund. So make sure you don't miss that. Step 1 is peeking into the crystal ball. Make a list of expenses that you can foresee, like car maintenance, home repairs, braces for kiddos, or even unexpected vet bills. Then try to project how much they will cost. Having a clear picture will help you set your savings goal and be ready for your life's unexpected expenses. Step 2 is to set the target. Decide how much you want to save. Aim for at least $500 to $1,000 to start with. As you grow financially, you can slowly increase your target amount. Step 3 is to create a dedicated account. My suggestion is to open a dedicated savings account just for your rainy day fund. It's much easier to track. And also trust me, it's much easier to resist that temptation to dip into that rainy day fund if it's not mixed with your regular funds. So have a separate account. Step 4 is to automate it. See, savings is a healthy habit, just like exercise. The more you do it, the better you feel. So get into the groove of tucking away a small part of your income into that separate rainy day fund account that you have set up. Even if it's just a few bucks every week, every drop counts. Consistency is the key for bringing that strong umbrella for those rainy days. Now, time for that bonus tip. So here is a fun way to find funds for a rainy day fund. Fun. Find one regular expense that you do. Decide to cut it and dedicate that entire expense to your rainy day fund. Some example could be cutting your cable subscription or even gym membership, only if you're not using it. Take that money and continue to pay that money, but instead of now this going for the subscription, the money would go to your rainy day fund. Now we're going to discuss the most crucial aspects of this discussion. When is it okay to dip into your rainy day fund and when is it not? So it's okay to use your rainy day fund for those small unexpected expenses that we talked about earlier, like a vet bill for your little furry friend or a small appliance repair. Life happens and that's what the fund is for. But avoid using your rainy day fund for planned purchases or impulse buys. So you're taking a walk outside, it's drizzling, and you spot those lovely shoes that you have been eyeing for months. Can you dip into your rainy day funds and buy those shoes? Not exactly. That new gaming console might be calling your name, but remember, that is not what your superhero rainy day fund is for. A wise rule of thumb is to replenish your rainy day fund as soon as possible once you have used it. Treat it like a precious resource that requires nurturing because it actually is. Remember, your rainy day fund is your safety net, not your piggy bank. So what is your plan? Have you already set aside something for your rainy day fund? How do you plan to build it? Share your thoughts in comments. And if you'd like to know how you can become a millionaire even with a low income, watch this video on my left. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to this channel so that you can enjoy more engaging content from this channel. Thank you.